Con Leche, la voz de los latinos en América. Estamos transmitiendo desde 1470M, 96.9 FM. Les habla Lilia Galindo, me acompaña Michael Dutton, aquí mi co-host de los días miércoles. Buenos días, Michael. How are you?
I'm well. I'm very well. How are you this morning?
I am doing really good. I am happy,
I'm glad to hear that.
energetic.
You seem so energetic and full
I
of
feel
life this morning. Yeah,
happy
indeed.
because when you're smiling, the world smile with you or something like
That's
that.
true.
So no, no, but let's talk about. There are so many issues in our society right
Hmm.
now, but I think uh, education is something very important for everybody because I believe that is the only way for people who is in poverty to break that
Hmm.
cycle.
Well, there are so many things happening in education today too, because you've got such pressure coming on because people have to remember that the largest group of people in America all the time that I've been alive has been my generation, the baby boomers. We're the largest mass. Well, guess what, folks? The baby boomers are retired or retiring. And so those people are coming out of the job market, which creates kind of a vacuum because there were jobs that were had that there are not enough people to fill because the population is smaller. And it's like watching TV. They used to advertise cornflakes and cereal and breakfast things that kids would eat, and the commercials were all geared toward kids. How many of commercials now are talking about what kind of medication you take,
Oh
what,
my God!
what kind of treatments or products do adult to senior citizens need? That's what's populating our advertising industry. And so we're being forced to create different things to do what we used to do in the past because we've got to fill that employment vacuum. And one of the things that concerns me certainly is the fact that, we have the internet. I guess we got PCs came around in the early 80s, and people were getting their own computers. And from there, educators were bringing on, my generation brought in that technology into education. Well, um, that's great for education, but those that are being educated have to have access to that technology.
Well, let me translate
Yeah,
all everything that you say because otherwise I'm going to forget.
it's time for me to let you do that.
Bueno, estamos hablando, amigos, le digo que me gustaría hablar de educación porque están pasando muchas cosas y que sabemos que la única manera para las familias pobres de romper ese ciclo de la pobreza es a través de la educación, dice. Sí, definitivamente. Dice, yo les quiero explicar que estamos en un cambio de generaciones. Dice, lo que era la generación de baby boomers, pues se están retirando o ya se retiraron. Entonces hay un gran vacío, dice. Yo me acuerdo cuando era más joven, como los comerciales en la televisión estaban dirigidos principalmente a los niños, ¿no? Se trataba de promover los alimentos, los cereales, todo lo que consumían los niños, los cornflakes, y todo eso, dice, pero ahora si te fijas en la televisión, ¿qué número de comerciales vienen ya no para los jóvenes, sino vienen para los baby boomers precisamente, que son medicamentos para esto, medicamentos para la otra, y efectivamente la televisión está totalmente cubierta de mensajes para seniors, para personas que ya son de edad avanzada. Y nos está hablando también de la escasez de mano de obra que se requiere para cubrir ahora las personas que ya se retiraron o se están retirando, pues ahora se requieren más personas. So, you can continue now.
Okay. And so what we're getting to I think grapple with, well, certainly Los Angeles County is. Los Angeles County supervisors have agreed to make an attack on that great divide that exists between what's happening at home and how young people can access the internet at home, in relationship to what's being required of them at school to use the technology to complete their learning.
Bueno, Michael nos está comentando, él, como ustedes saben, es miembro de la mesa directiva de educación del Los Angeles County Office of Education, y nos está comentando cómo se están, los supervisores del condado de Los Ángeles están de acuerdo ahora para romper esa división que existe entre lo que pasa en la casa y lo que pasa en la escuela, ¿no? Donde los niños requieren tener el mismo nivel de tecnología que se tiene en la escuela, en la casa, para poder estar al corriente y estar en el mismo estándar que los estudiantes que sí tienen acceso al Internet.
And so, this effort on the part of the supervisors it has a title called "Delete the Divide," and they've allocated, I think it's $11 million in communities that just don't have access to the internet at an affordable price. They're helping to eliminate that divide for young people from poor families that are not connected, don't have connectivity. Now that money all is allocated, but although it's allocated to all five supervisorial districts, it's all metropolitan areas within those districts. Up here where we are, which is a rural suburban location, we've not gotten the benefit of that just yet. However, I would say, well, I'll let you translate that and then I'll go to the next.
Well, write the name of the program, because I don't understand.
The Delete the Divide?
Yeah, like delete? The divide, ok. Perfecto.
Okay,
Mire,
yeah.
mire,
There's
este programa...
There's a division between what kids who have access to the internet and what they do at school, and kids who don't have access to the internet and what challenges that they face. Well, the difference between the two is a great divide. It's a great digital divide, and their ability to access their education is stilted, is limited.
Bueno, estamos hablando de este programa que establece el Condado de Los Ángeles, los 5 supervisores del Condado de Los Ángeles, donde se van a invertir $11 millones para darles acceso a las comunidades más pobres a que tengan acceso al Internet. Este programa se llama Borra la División y se trata de darle acceso. Sin embargo, todavía estos 11 millones se van a destinar a áreas que son más urbanas que nuestra área, porque nosotros vivimos en una comunidad rural, aquí en el Little Rock y Quartz Hill, donde todavía no se alcanza, y es una gran diferencia lo que se puede avanzar si tienes acceso al Internet que si no lo tienes. And not only for children, no, for all the family.
For everybody.
Even this is why, do you know, sometimes people who listen to the radio program, they call me to my cellular phone to ask me, could you give me, where can I go to this place? And I was telling them, look in Google, I can do it for you, but I want to teach you how to do it. I don't have any Google here. There is no internet.
No access, yeah.
So then this is why muchas veces me llaman para preguntarme cosas que yo digo, ¿por qué no van nomás ahí a Google y le preguntan? Pero no me doy cuenta, o ellos me hacen notar, es que aquí no tenemos acceso al Internet. Entonces es una división no solamente para los niños que están en la escuela, sino para toda la comunidad que nos deja atrás.
Yeah, starting back in the 80s, we used to have computer labs, and kids would go to the computer lab and learn how to do things on the computer. Well, we don't have computer labs anymore, but we do for instruction, and it is not the object of a class. It now has become, the computer has become a tool of learning. And so every student needs to have those tools and that access in order to complete their learning process, because those are the tools of learning these days. To combat that and to grapple with that need and that requirement, uh, after you translate this, then I'll talk about what's happening up in this area.
Dice que en los años 1980, pues cuando empezaron las computadoras, a los jóvenes se les daba acceso a que pudieran aprender computadoras estableciendo laboratorios donde ellos pudieran empezar a aprender cómo manejar la computadora, dice, pero en estos momentos ya no existe eso, ya cada quien tiene su propia computadora y tiene su acceso al internet para poder avanzar, pero obviamente las gentes que que viven en las áreas más pobres, que tienen menos recursos, pues no van a poder comprar, y si la escuela a veces los dona a uno, si no hay internet, no hay la posibilidad de usar la computadora como se debe en la casa. Now you can continue, please.
Okay, so we got shaken tremendously, and that shaking that we got has catapulted us into a different direction in education. And that shaking, of course, was COVID.
Yeah.
And when COVID hit, it hit everybody in every realm, in every direction. Well, school had to go on some way or another. We lost some points, I think, but we didn't drop out and just say we're not going to go to school. We had to invent ways to still deliver learning and instruction to our young people, and we had moved in that direction early on before COVID up here in the Antelope Valley, and I'd like to say I was the tip of the spear, so to speak, because when I first went to Antelope Valley College and started the SOAR program, everything was still wired, and access to the internet was still via wire and modems and things, and the people that were in charge and running the technology at that time was resisting the transition to being wireless, and we were taking things wirelessly at SOAR, and so it was kind of rough going there, a little bit of a battle to begin with, but with the help of other people in the community, we got SOAR wired up, and we had Promethean boards for instruction, and our students and our teachers now can be connected at any time wirelessly through the internet.
Michael nos dice que hemos pasado por una batalla muy grande. Hemos sido golpeados fuertemente por el COVID y nos trajo pues muchísimas repercusiones. Dice, pero no paramos la escuela, continuamos estudiando y afortunadamente Antelope Valley Junior High School, dice, estaba preparado porque ya había hecho avances en sus sistemas de computación y todo. Dice, yo quiero recordarles que yo fui uno de los pioneros porque cuando me fui al Antelope Valley College a crear el programa SOAR, pues fui pionero porque había una resistencia a usar el internet sin cable, wireless. Y dice, y nosotros nos atrevimos y fue un camino difícil, pero logramos hacerlo y eso nos permitió trabajar bien en el COVID, durante el COVID. We're going to take a break and we will be back.